In this video, I will demonstrate how to onboard a Cisco Catalyst switch into cloud operating mode to be cloud managed by the Meraki Dashboard. After logging into the Meraki Dashboard and navigating to the MVP Lite network, and then navigating to switches on the left-hand side menu, you will notice that there is one switch in hybrid operating mode, but there are no switches in the network that is in cloud operating mode. Before we begin onboarding process, let's investigate the current configuration of the switch we will be onboarding. Navigating to my terminal server and performing a show version so we can see what version of iOS XE we are running. I can also do a ping out to the internet, and I can see that I have access to the internet. One of the prerequisites of bringing the tunnel up is to have NTP active. As you can see here with the show NTP status, it is not active, and I'll need to activate that before bringing up the tunnel. And then I'm going to do a show IP interface brief just so you can see how the switch is configured at this time. Another new native iOS XE command is show Meraki compatibility, which will show us whether or not this switch is compatible with hybrid and cloud mode. Another very useful command is show Meraki. With this command, we can tell whether the tunnel is up or not, and also see our cloud ID. The tunnel is not up because our cloud ID is not there, and also it doesn't say the word monitoring. Another useful command is show Meraki connect. This command will also show us if the tunnel's up, but right now it is disabled. Here on my cheat sheet, you can see some of the commands that are prerequisites to bringing up the tunnel. So I'm going to put a basic configuration on this switch that has previously been write erased. After pasting that configuration, let's go ahead and do a show NTP status again to show that NTP is now activated. It's not synchronized, but the tunnel will come up since it's on. From here, I'm going to go into config T mode, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on the tunnel by doing a service Meraki connect. It only takes us one command to bring the tunnel up. It usually takes about 15 to 30 seconds for the tunnels to come up, so don't be impatient. Wait for it to say up and up like it just did on the screen. Let's confirm that the tunnels are up using one of our new native iOS XE commands, show Meraki connect. Now, the tunnel is up, but we have not claimed this device yet. We still need to claim it to be able to actually have Meraki manage this device. So I'm going to highlight and put in my buffer the cloud ID because I'll need that to claim it in Dashboard. Back in Dashboard, I could claim this device here, but just to show that I can do it in other places as well, I'm going to go to Organization Inventory, and then I'm going to claim the device there. So now that I'm at Inventory, I'm going to click Claim Device. Here it wants me to put in an order number, but we don't have an order number. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the cloud, claim an individual device. Then I'm going to paste that cloud ID into this little box. Then I'm going to claim the device. We have now claimed the device, but now we need to put it into a network. And just to double check that I have the right one, I'm going to go back to my terminal server, and I'm going to check the last 4 digits of that cloud ID. Then I'll come back to Dashboard and compare it to make sure that I have the correct one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to checkbox that device and go to the Add to Network button in the upper right-hand corner. Then here I can either add a new network or select an existing one. I'm going to select MVP Lite, which is one that already exists, and then I will click Next. This is where things get really interesting because this is where you select cloud or hybrid. In this case, we are going to select cloud because we want this device to be fully managed by the Meraki Dashboard, whereas hybrid is just monitored by the dashboard. Notice that it is giving you a message to let you know this is going to be a disruptive change. It's going to factory default the device and then reboot the device. That's what this warning is all about. So now I'm going to go ahead and click Next. This pop-up page is just to let you know a summary of what you're about to do. So now I'm going to click Add to Network. Now we can see that this device has been added to the MVP Lite network. Now let's go see it under Switching and Switches. The gray dot to the left shows that the device has not connected to Dashboard yet. Let's return back to our terminal server and watch what happens during the process. The first thing we see is the tunnel will go down and come back up. That happens when you onboard either a hybrid or a cloud device. Remember, this is a disruptive change to the device. So if this is a production device, it is going to be going down for a while. What you're about to see is it's going to factory reset the device, which it's doing right now. And just so you know, this video has been edited to speed this process up because all the places where the device stops for a while, I edited those stops out. So now you can see that the device is now rebooting, and the reboot process is quite a bit faster than it is in real life. When the boot is finished, you will no longer have access to the console port when it is in cloud operating mode. It says we're connected to the dashboard, so let's go take a look. We can now see that the gray dot is now blue, so now we have connectivity to the device to dashboard. Remember, we factory defaulted the device so there was no config on it when it was connected to dashboard, so we only see a MAC address, not a host name. So I'm going to click that pencil to the left of the MAC address, and I'm going to type in a host name, and then if we were to do a show run on the device in the CLI, we would see this as the host name. Now we've made our first change to the configuration using the Meraki Dashboard GUI interface. I'm going to also add in my location by putting the address of where this device is located in this little box and hit save. And then it will pull the map up of where this device is. Remember, in cloud operating mode, the configuration exists in dashboard. You make all the changes on dashboard, and every time you make a change, it synchronizes that to the switch. But you no longer have access to the physical console port of the switch. This has been a presentation from the Solutions Readiness Engineering team. This is Paul Stryer. Have a good day.